Hello everybody and welcome back to Coffee Talk. We had some intense stuff going on last time. Let's find out what happens next. Police raid on private Coachella after party is the biggest drug and sex-related bust of the year. Look at his booty. Why is his butt out? Good thing Rachel didn't go. Fight broke out during Coachella. Culprits in police custody. Despite their arrest, Coachella will go on. Don't talk to me, Freya. I'm reading the Evening Whispers. Don't talk to me, new customer. I'm reading the Evening Whispers before I forget. Happily Ever After, Part 3. Romeo comes awake with a gasp, his mind already whirling as he tries to make sense of what's happening. Was it just a dream, he thinks? Please forgive him, dear readers. He's barely awake. He has no idea how or when he got home. But he's still wearing yesterday's clothes, and he experiences the unwashed, uncomfortable feeling that comes with waking up after falling asleep fully dressed. Then he remembers, Juliet! What happened to her? He rifles through blankets and pockets until he finds his cell phone and immediately fires off a message to her. He won't admit it, will barely remember it through the haze of panic, but he spends the next 14 minutes and 10 seconds staring fixedly at it until it vibrates in his hand and he drops it to the floor. Romeo, Juliet's voice is muffled by the carpet, but he doesn't think he's ever been so relieved to hear it. Where are you? Are you alright? I'm fine. What about you? I'm okay. We need to talk. Something's definitely different. Romeo opens his mouth to agree before he even realizes how he feels. He's been so weighed down by his feelings for so long, he hadn't noticed that something changed until Juliet brought it up. Waking up has been bad for so long, but today he feels different. Today he feels good. When Romeo arrives at the coffee shop, Juliet is already there. She waits while he orders an Americano, patiently sipping her orange juice until he joins her. So, Romeo says as he seats himself opposite Juliet, What happened last night? She shrugs, shakes her head, the picture of honest confusion. I'm not sure. I felt kind of light when I woke up this morning. Yeah, that's a good way of describing it. I feel like a part of me is missing. My butt hurts. I should have stretched after last episode, but did not. She nods in agreement, and they're quiet for a time. Juliet plays with her straw, the paper melting quickly in the icy remnants of her drink. She trails off and tries again. Do you actually remember what happened last night? Kind of. Romeo frowns and grimaces. I'm not sure, though. How do you feel about me now? She asks Juliet. He pauses to consider. I don't know. I still like you. A lot, in fact, but it's certainly a different kind of feeling to the last few months. That's exactly how I feel. He sighs explosively. What the hell happened? Juliet leans in, holds his gaze, lowers her voice. I'm not sure myself, but I have this theory. Maybe, and I don't know if it sounds wild, but hear me out. Just maybe the part of us that fell in love with the others somehow left us last night. They separated themselves from this world, making their own where time loops at an exact moment over and over and over again. Romeo blinks at her why did I say... Oh, that's why I said blink. Okay. I was like, where did I get blink from? It was the next line. Romeo looks her in the eye without blinking for a long moment, then bursts out laughing. You're a complete madwoman, you know that? That's just... You're not even the one who likes sci-fi and fantasy. Oh, shut it, boyo. She laughs at him and crosses her arms as she leans back. No, seriously, he waves a hand at her. The fact that theory came out of your mouth is crazier than the theory itself. Her lip twitches, and then she's laughing with him, and for a glorious moment the air is filled with pure and uncomplicated good humor. When the laughter winds down, they each find that they can't stop grinning at the other, and it's beautiful and just like it used to be. A thought occurs to Romeo and he opens his mouth, and Juliet immediately points a finger at him. Shut up! He closes his mouth but keeps grinning, hands held up in surrender. You can't say it isn't possible, though, she defends herself with a wry shrug. Romeo tilts his head. Nothing is impossible. So, what now? What now what? I mean, what happens to us now? He looks around and shrugs. Just live normally, I guess. It's been months, if not eons, since I could talk to you normally like this, and honestly, it feels awesome. She laughs, and it's so much easier than it has been in a long time. Yeah, I know. She smiles at him. So, we're good then? We're better than good, I guess, answers Romeo. Good point, Juliet nods. Well made. After that, life goes on for Romeo and Juliet. They're still good friends. They both found their loves, the one who shares their interests. That doesn't force them to sacrifice too many things in life, yet still make them feel like the happiest person on earth. They grow old together as good friends, not as lovers. And what about the Romeo and Juliet who burned with love for each other? Readers, I'll tell you, that couple is still sitting on their bench in the park on that clear and perfect night, and they'll stay there until the end of time. They've created their own world without other people meddling, judging, forcing compromises. For the rest of eternity, they'll have each other and their pure, naive, young love, and nothing will ever change that. Some people say that on a clear night, with the promise of dawn rain, when the Milky Way flows across the sky and the full moon hangs low, you can see a young couple sitting on a bench in the park, but only out of the corner of your eye, and only if you've room for romance in your soul. Is it true, you ask me? Does it matter, I reply. Surely it doesn't matter to anyone else on earth, and it certainly doesn't matter to them. Oh, that was actually a really good story. It was worth all the long reading. This was the shortest one yet, I think. Cool. I liked it. GG, Freya. Welcome. Oh, Georgie! It's been a while. Hey, Pop. Good evening, everyone. Everyone safe and sound tonight? So far, so good, officer. With a cop who's supposed to be watching this area hanging out in a coffee shop, I'm not so sure about that. Hey, I'm working right now. I just love multitasking, you know? I burped. You're welcome. That requires skill. Taking a break and working at the same time, you mean? You know it. That's an oxymoron. That's why I said it requires skill. Anyway, Lainey, I really need an espresso to keep me awake tonight. I'm sure that's what all coffee shop machines sound like. You just touch stuff and they make such beepy sounds. An energetic espresso to keep our officer upright on patrol. Hey, you and your sense of humor. Oh, he didn't say hey, he said heh. Heh, you and your sense of humor. Your espressos are always out of this world. Definitely better than mine or my wife's. It's not a competition, officer. Ha, it is for her. She thought if she could make a better one, I'd stop coming to this place so often. That's not happening anytime soon. Why don't you send her over and we can teach her how to make one? So, anything special today? Surprisingly, no. Gotta make sure this place is safe, though. What are you grinning about? I mean it. You were here the last 2 days, right? Yes, I was. And some crazy things happened here. And 2 days in a row. As if the gods were trying to give me first-hand experience. To use in my story. Still fretting over your story, eh? Well, the deadline for my draft is getting nearer. Oh yeah. I love the little smoke puffs. How's it going? They must have been hard to make, but they look so good. Quantity-wise, it's shaping up pretty well. Quality-wise, honestly, I'm pretty confident. Best of luck, then. Do you have any updates about the last 2 days of chaos? For the werewolf case? I spoke to Gala about it. What? Are you going to arrest him? Some officers at the precinct were talking about it, but in the end, we agreed not to do it, because he really helped a lot that night. We asked the folks in the hospital, and some of the other people in the area. Without him, we'd have a lot more problems. He helped a lot, getting most of the werewolves safe in the hospital. Too bad he couldn't lock himself up in time. Thankfully, he didn't hurt anyone. That's true. So those who'd rather detain him can't do anything anyway. Oof. I'd be pretty mad at you if they did arrest him. cops. Hey, being mad at me wouldn't solve anything. I know. What about Rachel's dad? Any idea what happened? I'm not too sure myself. Most of it didn't happen around here. What? Yeah, it seems like it happened out near Coachella. That's a long way away. I mean, it's not actually that far, but he wouldn't be able to walk it, not in that state. So far, that's all I know. Rachel! Update us! What's going on with your papa? Rachel! Sad face. Rachel, is Mr. Hendry alright? Before that, could I have a cup of hot chocolate? Dark? Yo! Is it 3 chocolates? I probably could have just fucking checked. Dark chocolate. Here you go. Your hot chocolate's ready. Thank you. Dad's going to be fine. He woke up this afternoon, thanks to Mr. Gala. Father and daughter. Oh, that's the achievement I got. He got help fast enough to stop things getting worse. He's doing okay then? It'll take a few days before he fully recovers, but no permanent injuries we need to worry about. That's good to hear. I know. But still, it's all because of me. Because I didn't listen to him. When all he wanted to do was protect me. Rachel, don't blame yourself for this. Please don't take offense. But is it okay for you to leave your father alone in the hospital? His friends are there at the moment, and I can't face being stuck in a room with a bunch of people I don't even know right now. Besides, I really need to get away for a bit. So I told Dad I'm gonna visit Coffee Talk to get some fresh air. He's okay with that? He understands. He always does, I guess. Miss Rachel, what really happened last night? Dad got into a fight with some thugs. Heard them talking about me in some very suggestive, perverted ways. Oh. So I guess that's what we saw in the newspaper, the thugs that started a fight, and then there was the party crashing. He didn't like that, of course, so he morphed into a cat form and started a fight with the thugs. Why did he morph? Maybe he's more agile in his old man state? Old man cat state? So people wouldn't see what his human form looked like and didn't link him directly to me. Some cops went to the crime scene. They found some eyewitnesses to testify, and they managed to find the thugs. Are they fans of yours? No. It's even worse. They work for Mr. Lester. What? Oh boy. The reason why it didn't take long for the cops to find them was because they were already under arrest. Because the party went too far last night. Whoa. How did it all connect up? They're Mr. Lester's bodyguards. They were chilling after the show, having a pre-party before the big one. And you know about the guys and locker room talk, right? Yeah. Well, that's what they were doing. And I was the topic of discussion. Ugh. So, there's that. I'm sorry to hear that. And you were right about his party. I'm glad I wasn't there. Once again, I owe Dad for... Hey, it's okay. The most important thing right now is that you're safe, and your dad made it through. I should have listened to him. He might be out of touch, but he's still way more experienced than me. And he's my father. I wish Mom was here. She'd know what to do. She'd know what to say to Dad when he's recovered. Just tell him exactly what you just said. You know what? I'm sure you'll know what to do. You're an adult, remember? But I don't know. All I know is I have to be there for him when... That's it. That's all you have to do. It might be weird to hear it about something coming from... Wait. It might be weird to hear it about something coming from Freya. But she is right. Oh, I see. I figured it out. How to understand that sentence. Be there when he needs you, Rachel. And whenever you need a breath of fresh air, you can come here and relax for a while. Thank you. I've had enough fresh air for one day. I'll go back to the hospital now. Thank you for the update, Miss Rachel. I wish your father a speedy recovery. Thank you, Lainey. Man, what a weekend. Pretty crazy, I know. Anyway, I've got to continue my patrol. It's been a pretty weird weekend. But overall, things are still safe around here. But even with that, never let your guard down, okay? No problem, officer. Thank you for checking up on us, Officer Georgie. Okay then, see you. Is that all the customers for tonight? Are you gonna leave as well, Freya? Boop. I don't think so. Sorry, I'm trying to prop my hands, but not directly into the microphone. I can't use my hands and pop them at the same time. I need both hands. Damn it. Right, I don't think so. I've had enough rest. And I have stories to write. You're not tired? Definitely not. In fact, I think I could get it done today. Alright. I won't bother you then. Oh, you're never a bother. Besides, this whole book project would never existed without this place. And you. So, thank you. The pleasure was mine. Now, I'm sure you shouldn't spend any more time on chit-chat. You've got a book to finish. No problem, boss. Cool. Masala chai, spiced tea from Southern Asia. Oh shit! That was the end of the episode. That was a really short one. Less than 20 minutes. Damn. 2 weeks later. Oh, this is the end. This is the last one. Because I've seen the calendar, I know that this is the last one. Ooh, stay tuned. Yee. Oh, I didn't notice the moon has been changing this whole time in the background. Wow, really observant of you. Damn. Alright, thank you everybody for coming out and playing with me. I forgot my outro. I'll see you all next time. Bye!